Guys, I want to go ahead and talk about one thing here. Like, let's talk about the First Amendment for a moment here. You do have the right to kind of say whatever you want, vote however you want. It is your property, right? But when things become kind of obscene, just because you don't like it, it doesn't make it wrong, right? And specifically, when I want to say this here, I generally don't like cursing. Like, at all. I don't like terrible words, but I'm fully aware that when someone uses it, they're kind of still within their rights to use it, right? So let's go ahead and talk about this case here for a second here. A Tennessee woman's F them both sign, okay, is protected speech. It absolutely is protected speech, but the city decided, the city of Lakeland, Tennessee specifically, right? They fined her $688, okay, for the sign. But they literally stopped fining her only when she covered up the U. Okay, listen, I get it, bro. We're in the South, and you know, generally people are going to be voting one specific way in the South. You know what I mean here? And there are some people who are not going to like the fact that you're disrespecting kind of both of the people that are running, right? That could be a little bit of that, but the point is here, there's a moral to the story here. The First Amendment covers all of these actions, okay? It even, guys, hold on one second. It even covers the absolute savages, the terrible people who decide that it is a good idea to burn my flag, okay? I don't like these people. I think that they shouldn't be burning my flag, but in fact, they legally can burn my flag, okay? That makes me feel terrible. But they can, because again, it's considered free speech, right? And so the moral of the point, I guess, the moral of the story here is she luckily got off, guys. Go jump to the video. We have a video to accompany this the section here, guys. But she got off, right? She ended up suing, and I'm glad that she sued, right? She got $30,000. And guys, this is a suggestion via Discord. Let's do it.
Controversy in Lakeland leads to a First Amendment lawsuit ending with the city coughing up some serious cash after trying to force a woman to take down this sign that she claims is simply expressing her political views. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. The legal battle escalated to a federal court which declared the reprimand unconstitutional. WRG's Bryant Didlake spoke with a woman behind this lawsuit and has her story.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to exercise my First Amendment rights. It's a political year. A lot of people are not super happy with the candidates, and we can express those in, you know, whatever way we see fit.
And she did. Julie Pereira tells me she put out this sign, F them both, 2024, back in January, referring to the November presidential election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Within a couple of days, I had a notification from the city that my sign, my political sign with some vulgarity or some profanity on it, was in violation of the city of Lakeland's sign ordinance.
That 45-page ordinance prohibits signs with statements of an obscene, indecent, or immoral character which would offend public morals or decency.
And this is where things end up failing for a lot of like cities mainly. Now, was it amazing that it has these words on the sign? Like if my kid was walking by, would I really want them to see that sign using these words? No, right? I really wouldn't like that, right? But this is where we start getting into the concept of statutes, right? And all of these are basically statutes, right? Municipal codes. There we go here, guys, right? That's what this is. Yes, they're valid, sure. But any law you make that goes against the First Amendment is going to lose in federal court. And I would have, in fact, taken this to federal court also myself. I understand, right? You're going to find me, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to take you to federal court and then put my sign back up. Because unfortunately, she's allowed to do it, bro. Let her do it. You know?
Seen indecent or immoral character which would offend public morals or decency. Pereira at first compromised with the city by redacting a letter in the profane part of the sign, but after arguing back and forth, that's when the legal battle started.
The city decided they didn't want to settle.
She wanted the city to withdraw the fine and refund the fees, plus she wants to keep the sign in the yard unredacted. The city said no, so they went to court, where a judge declared the speech wasn't protected.
He also basically threatened me with jail time if I came back into his court for a sign violation.
Sounds like a corrupt judge.
Because they've seen this before, like when Pereira put up this sign last Christmas saying the blank is full. But this time Pereira wasn't backing down, so she appealed and won. The court saying Lakeland was violating Pereira's right to free speech, ordering the city to stand down and pay up more than 30 grand for her trouble. Pereira tells me besides some comments from neighbors and the community at large, there wasn't much tension during her litigation battle with the city, despite her neighborhood being across the street from City Hall. Pereira tells me she did this battle not only for herself, but for anyone who wished to express their views.
That's
fair. I've had people online say, oh, well, this was so selfish of you so that you can put this sign up in your yard and have it say what you want. This was never about just me.
Pereira claims she just wanted to make a difference and inspire change.
I just saw down the line, I was concerned about if we don't put a stop to this now, when is the city going to stop? What else do they believe that they have a right to regulate?
In Lakeland, Brian Ditlake, WREG, for your news leader, News Channel 3.
Guys, the problem is that the cities will continue to make statutes and literally not care at all about the actual U.S. Constitution, right? Like you're getting federal money, right? That means you're associated to the federal government. That means you need to kind of act, within the Constitution. But yet all of these cities and these city councils, right? They make all of these ridiculous statutes and municipal codes, okay? And they force you to follow these municipal codes, and they force you to follow them by threat of imprisonment. They'll send a police officer that is set up to exclusively work within the statutes and municipal codes to your front door, right? Then the corrupt judge inside of there will be like, listen, we can go ahead and Let's go ahead and get a warrant out for her arrest because she violated a statute that goes against the U.S. Constitution. Okay, we can't be both, bro. Right? We can't. You cannot be independent from the United States government while still acting and receiving money from the U.S. government. That doesn't make any sense. And a lot of the laws, not law, I keep saying, I accidentally said law, apologies. A lot of the statutes, okay, basically corporate policy, if that makes any sense, if you want to know the weight of these things, but a corporate policy that has the ability to basically put you into prison, right? Right? A lot of these corporate policies are, in fact, against the Constitution. So I do absolutely love the fact that she took this to court. She went further with it. And if it had to go further, she should have taken it to Supreme Court. But luckily, it didn't get past the Tennessee State Supreme Court. Right? Because, again, you have to follow the Constitution. Forget what your ridiculous municipal code talks about. All right. And specifically, if it goes against the Constitution, that shouldn't exist, guys. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that she's being selfish for putting this sign up? Or do you think it's fine? There are going to be people who are not going to like this. Absolutely. But again, this is covered in free speech. I don't like the people who burn my flag. But you know what? They're American. Okay. That is their speech, even though it shouldn't be. Right? But it's fine because it's covered under the First Amendment. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.